Hi, Chef David Payne here to introduce the new Char-Broil Pinch of Sizzle line of brines, marinades, rubs, and sauces. Today we're going to be preparing a Miller Lite, sweet and spicy, beer-basted baby back rib. Let's head to the kitchen and get started. So let's start off by seasoning the back of the ribs as we have with the others. Again, get a nice heavy coat on there because we are steaming these. It's very important to understand that that extra rub is just going to melt down into the bottom of the pan with the beer, and it's going to make for a really, really nice flavor that's going to steam over the ribs for about an hour and a half or so on the actual grill. Okay, we're going to do these a little different because we're not doing these on the smoker. We want to do these on a regular infrared grill. And we're going to show you how to smoke on a grill because everyone doesn't have the luxury of having a smoker. We want to talk about how we can make ribs on a grill as well. So that's really what we're trying to accomplish, and showing other techniques on how to prepare ribs, because there's not a right or a wrong way when it comes to barbecue. There's different ways. And I think anyone you talk to in the barbecue industry who really knows barbecue will tell you there's not a right or a wrong, there's just different ways to do it. And we're just trying to give you one example here today of a way to prepare ribs. All right, now that we got our back ribs seasoned up, we're going to go ahead and add our Miller Lite beer. Just pour it in the bottom of the pan. You can use a pan this deep, you can use a pan that's a little bit thinner, just a regular cookie sheet with a little bit of a rim. You probably want to make sure you got at least a 1-inch rim on it, and then you want to cover it with foil. And what we're going to do basically is braise or steam these ribs on the grill. Here we are outside. We're going to now try to cook some ribs on a grill as we talked about inside. Okay, what we want to try to accomplish here is we want to show you that without a smoker, with one piece of equipment only, with the Charbroil Red, we're going to be able to grill or smoke on it. What we're trying to do with ribs is we want to smoke. We want to put a natural smoke on the ribs. So what we're trying to accomplish here first, this is with our sweet and spicy beer-basted back ribs. And what we're trying to accomplish is we have the beer in the bottom of the pan as we showed you earlier. Okay, this is covered in foil with the seasoned ribs and the beer. We're going to go ahead, cover this up nice and tight. We're going to put it on the grill and move the preheated grill to the barbecue setting, all the way across on all 4 burners. We're going to go ahead and put the foil pan right on here, roughly about a half hour per pound, maybe 20 minutes per pound as far as steaming the product. All right, let's go check on our sweet and spicy beer-basted ribs. These are the ones we just had let go for about, I guess, an hour and a half. We had these on the grill. What we had done is we had turned these down to barbecue, turned them off just recently, but you can see how the beer pretty much evaporated out and is steamed into the actual ribs themselves with the seasoning. They got a nice golden color, and yet they got a nice softness to the touch, almost sponginess to the touch. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring these back inside. We're going to let these cool off. We're going to bring them back up to room temperature, and then we'll get ready to throw them on the smoker. Here we are back on our Charbroil Red Grill. We're going to talk about smoking on a grill and how we can accomplish that. What's really nice about this piece of equipment is you just take your wood chips, you can put them right through your grates, or actually I'm probably better off using a set of tongs. We'll lift up one of the grates and just throw your chips right underneath there. Just put it right in the pan. It won't hurt anything. On the bottom of your pan. Let that go for a couple minutes and you should be getting some smoke off of those chips. Now what I've done is we've basically taken our heat and put it all on one side of our grill. The other side we're leaving cold. We've turned the temperature totally off on it. Yet we have this side on barbecue. And what we're trying to accomplish is we're creating heat on one side, which is going to heat the chips and they're going to smoke for us. And yet we're not going to burn the ribs on the other side of the grill, so that's why we keep the temperature off. And we're going to let that air naturally just circulate within the grill to create that smoke effect. So you have like a smoker without actually using a smoker. And that's what's really nice about this piece of equipment. This Charbroil Red's a great grill for multi-purpose tasking. You can see we got a nice smoke going on our ribs. Let's go ahead and try to baste these now with a little bit of our Mad Mustard Mop Sauce. This is the Charbroil Mad Mustard Mop Sauce. Okay, what you're going to get here is you're going to get flavors like oregano and thyme and chili peppers and garlic and onion. But it does have a little bit of kick to it. So this isn't for the soft at heart. This is for your true barbecue guys that like a little kick on their meat. Okay, that's why I did go ahead and use the Kansas City rub as far as my rub on these, because I was trying to bring the sweetness out as well. All right, here we are on the Char-Broil red. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at our sweet and spicy beer basted ribs. We've already put our mustard mop sauce on the one side. We want to come out here and make sure we give these a flip. We want to do the same thing to the reverse side. You can see you get some nice caramelization going on the outside of your ribs there. They look beautiful. This is the Charbroil mustard mop. Want to make sure we get the other side of these real good as well. As I explained earlier, this is a vinegar. It's an apple cider vinegar, honey. It's got some mustard in there, of course. It's got some oregano, some thyme, salt, pepper, garlic, onions. Got all kinds of flavors working. Get a nice thick coating on there. Then we'll go ahead and put this lid down and let them smoke for about another 20 minutes or so. Again, as much as anything, we want to get all these flavors embedded into the meat. For, I don't know, say about 20 more minutes, and then we'll come out and we'll put a little bit of the finishing sauce on these, just to caramelize on there at the very end. All right, we're coming back to check on our sweet and spicy beer basted baby back ribs. Okay, they've been going for about another 20 minutes on the back side of the ribs that we had basted with the Charbroil Mad Mustard Mop Sauce. We're going to go ahead and flip them over. And now we're going to finish them. We're just going to cook them for an additional 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most, where we're going to baste them with some of our sweet and sassy sauce. Okay, this will add some extra sweetness to the ribs to kind of offset the spiciness of the mustard sauce.